guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously I'm in a new background. What's new? I'm actually currently at my dad's house, and a lot of the furniture in here and stuff is from when I was in my condo for a few months, so it's now moved back into here. So it's just like, I don't even need to explain it. This is like my new bedroom at my dad's house, and I'm in between my mom and dad's like randomly all the time, so keep that in mind. I'm sorry for like never having a consistent schedule and background. That's just like how my life is for right now. Today I am basically on quarantine day 2. I think a lot of us are, and I decided to take this time to film. I'm very fortunate to have my job be YouTube and social media, and I can do everything through my phone and computer and a camera. So I'm very lucky, but it definitely hasn't been easy. Like yesterday I did pretty much nothing. My dad and I ran like our last few errands that we needed to do before, you know, keeping ourselves inside for most of the time. I actually also am not feeling that well. I have a cough, which obviously is not great. It's one of the symptoms of coronavirus, but it's also one of the symptoms for many other things. So I'm really taking it easy, not going outside, not coming in contact with people, and sanitizing a lot, washing my hands a lot, as you guys should too. Even if you're not sick, it's gotten like way more serious the past couple days. And it's funny because when it first started coming up, I was definitely one of those people kind of making jokes about it, poking fun. I was still going out, I was on vacation, I got back, I was with my boyfriend, and now I'm like quarantine for at least a week, but probably longer. And if I do leave, I'll probably just leave to go see my boyfriend. So that's that. Today we're doing just a little Q&A, just trying to do as many sit-down videos as possible. I wanted to be vlogging, but honestly there's not much to vlog at home, and I've pretty much been relaxing in pajamas all day. This is like the first time I put on makeup in a while, and like my hair's not done, all of that. Welcome, my name's Emily G, and if you haven't been to my channel before, you guys should subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. We're just gonna do a little Q&A, kind of answering a bunch of questions. I posted it on Instagram last night, and I just like to do these Q&As every once in a while, just keeping like you guys updated and talking about whatever's going on in the world, and I felt like it was very fitting for my second day of quarantine to film this. Before we get started, I want to thank today's sponsor, Felix Gray, and you guys probably have heard of them before, but if you haven't, they are an incredible eyewear brand. So these are I have the style Nash. My style is a Nash. They always say it like on the little side of it, and I have the Taurus frames. I'm a big Taurus person. You guys know I wear blue light glasses all the frickin' time. I probably started wearing blue light glasses about 2 years ago for obvious reasons. I am constantly editing on my computer and sitting in front of screens all day long, and not only am I in front of screens like a TV or something, when I'm editing and when I'm on my phone editing photos and things like that, I'm really like looking into the screen and focused on screens all day, and especially at night. I'm definitely a night owl. I'm on my phone really late, which is a bad habit, but I tend to get a lot of stuff done at night too. I'm just like, that's how I am. I've had so many different blue light glasses in the past. I've had cheap ones from Amazon. I've had all different kinds. These by far have made a huge difference, and I've seen the most difference in like symptoms I used to have with headaches late at night. In the morning, all day long, I'll get really, really bad headaches. My eyes will be dry and itchy, strained when I'm not wearing these, and I just have seen the biggest difference with these glasses. So Felix Gray is amazing because they actually filter out 90% of the bad blue light and 99% of the glaring from your computer, while a lot of blue light glasses on the market, especially because it's kind of trendy right now, they may say blue light glasses, but they're not really filtering out enough of the blue light to even be effective. So 90% is being filtered out through these glasses. So I'm pretty good about wearing my glasses. I always have them in my bag, and they do come with a little case like this and a little cloth to clean them. So nice and protected, and these are just like always with me at all times. I have free shipping and free returns, so you can order a pair of glasses and try them out for 30 days, and if they don't work for you, you can send them back and have a full refund. So that's great. So if you guys want to check out Felix Gray, you guys can check out the description box down below. I have all the information you need to know. By the way, I'm filming on my new camera. I'm filming in 4K. You guys have been waiting for me to film in 4K for so long. I finally have it done. So if my settings are a little weird, I'm still figuring it out. I also have a mic on my camera. Hopefully you can hear me a little better. The screen is on the side now, so I'm going to try my best to look straight because my camera before that flipped up. So I'll have my camera link down below as well. I got the Canon M50, so it's like the new Canon mirrorless camera, and I just got like the normal kit lens that it comes with. Okay, I pretty much just posted a very basic ask away little post. So there's all different kinds of questions in here, and we're just gonna go through them. Somebody asked about products I use in my hair. I actually filmed an entire video very recently of like updated hair products and how I train my hair and how I keep my hair with extensions. I have tape-ins, which are extremely grown out right now. So I'll leave that video up in the little I section. You can click it and watch that. Okay, the next question is something I don't think I've ever actually answered on my channel. She asked, what kind of music do you listen to? Who are your mains heavily rotated? I honestly, this sounds like so stupid and it's kind of like an excuse. I feel like I'm so busy to even like know the cool new stuff. I mean, I'll listen to like the top hits because they're on the radio or because I'll play off of like iTunes top charts. But my main like vibe of music for a while now, for like a few years, I think like college years, I'm really into like slow R&B. So I always listen to, I have Apple Music. So Apple Music makes these like playlists for you. So I listen to the R&B Now playlist all the time. It has a ton of songs on there. And I just love it. Like Janae Aiko, Summer Walker, Jaquise, some Chris Brown, The Weeknd, some smaller artists. I like all that kind of stuff. So I love Jessie Reyes, or I don't know how to say her last name. She's really, really good. I still love John Mayer when I just need like something very calming. I know every single John Mayer song. He's like probably one of my top favorite artists. And then of course I love like TikTok music. I love all the like hottest rap songs and just like the fun music like that. I mean, how can you not? I actually do like a lot of pretty crazy rap that I feel like people don't expect me to like, but I definitely do. This is one of my favorite songs right now. It's a TikTok song. Yeah. I love that song. Also, one of my goals for this quarantine is to start learning more TikTok dances and try and make a TikTok account. I'm just like not a comedian type person, and I feel like TikTok's very like fun and chill, which I love, and I want to get better at like doing that. I'm just not like a funny person. So we will see. But I definitely want to like learn some of the dances and try and start posting on there. So I will update you guys if that happens. Looking at advice on how to work self-care into your weekly routine, it seems like I've never have time for it. So this is like a big problem I feel like for a lot of people, not just for self-care, but finding time for those extra things to really take care of yourself, whether that be working out, cooking a nice homemade meal, you know, taking care of your skin, taking a bath, whatever like self-care means to you. I always find time late at night because I do like to stay up a little bit longer. I love taking baths and doing face masks. Just give yourself 30 minutes before bed to do a face mask and to put your phone down, to pick up a book, to make yourself a hot cup of tea. Like, to me, that's my favorite self-care. And or listen to a podcast. Self-care for me also is cleaning. Kind of like doing things, listening to a podcast while I do chores feels like a sense of self-care to me. So I think just trying to overlap activities together and just make a little extra time for that. I was actually just listening to the Gals on the Go podcast with Maggie McDonald, which I love her so much. And she was talking about if you have time, she said, like, if you have time to scroll on Instagram, you have time to make things that you want to do for yourself. And that's so true. I mean, all of us can scroll on Instagram for 30 minutes like that when you really could be using that time to do something different. Or waking up an hour earlier, going to bed an hour later really makes a huge difference. And I'm definitely someone who needs to like take my own advice because it's just really hard with how my life is always bouncing around to keep healthy schedules for myself, and hopefully that will come soon with time, but just trying to add those things as I go. So how has your anxiety and depression been as of lately? Hope you are well. First of all, that is very, very, very sweet to ask. I shared my kind of anxiety, depression story about me moving back home not too long ago. That was never something I shared on my channel because that was never something I really dealt with when I first started, like in high school, but it's definitely a real thing. And I feel like it's very real for those in their 20s. I read a quote like the other day that your 20s are your hardest years and they're your most selfish years, and I can completely agree with that. I'm only 20, so I'm in my first year of this, but it has been so much better now that I'm back home. Being with my dad makes me so happy. My dad's like my best friend, so we hang out a lot. Visiting my boyfriend a ton really, really helps. This whole quarantine thing has kind of been itching at my anxiety a little bit. I will say that, but before that happened, I was doing so great, and I am doing great, much better than I was before. So it still comes and goes, but we're all gonna work through this together. If you could date one movie star, who would it be? That is so hard. I feel like it would be Brad Pitt. He is oh my god, he's just so sexy, and I love, my favorite movie of all time is Benjamin Button, and the peak of that movie, Brad Pitt plays Benjamin, and it just it's just, I'm so biased towards that movie that I automatically love Brad Pitt so much more. Probably him. Yeah. I feel like a couple years ago I would say Zac Efron, but I feel like I've grown out of my Zac Efron stage and I'm more into Brad Pitt. I love the long hair. I love his tan. I don't know if he'd be a good husband, but I would definitely date him for a little bit. What's the meanest thing someone commented on one of your videos? I mean, I could read 1,000 comments that are so mean. I honestly wanted to do a video. I wanted to do this years ago, reading my hate comments with my dad. I thought that would be so funny. I still should do that. I think the worst comments are ones that are just super blunt and opinionated of it just isn't why would you say it at all type of comments, that's too much makeup, you're gross, or just things that are just why. They're talking about how I should film my videos better, or if I'm talking a little too much. Those don't bother me, but the ones when people are just kind of shaming you on appearance and just you can tell they're just typing through their keyboard to get some stuff off their chest that's going on in their life, those are definitely the worst. I honestly try not to let them get to me, and I think I have a pretty thick skin because I've been doing this for quite some time now that they don't really bother me that much. But every once in a while I will kind of lash back and feel like I need to say something because sometimes it's just not okay, and I think people need a wake-up call. And I feel like people don't expect that the creator to answer them, so sometimes I have answered a few hate comments just kind of saying, defending myself, because I mean, it's my channel, it's my comment section, and I deserve to do that. So I try my best though to ignore them. Sometimes it's not worth my time, but other times I feel like they need a little wake-up call. Isn't a question, but LOL, been worried about you, glad to see you back, stay well. Thank you so much. It's so funny. I feel like people think I go MIA so much, and the longest I'll ever go without posting a video is maybe 2 weeks, and that's not that often. It's more 7 days, once a week, and I feel like that's pretty normal. I feel like I'll go MIA on Instagram a little bit because when I'm with my boyfriend for the weekend, I don't post a lot of stories. I mean, he lives in a frat house. There's only so much I want to share of that and just having our alone time. So yeah, I feel like people always think I'm going MIA, and yeah, sometimes I do for a couple days, but it's definitely needed with what I do for a living. So yeah, I'm great. I'm good. Thank you. How do you find having a long distance relationship or needing to travel to see your boyfriend? It's definitely really, really hard, and I'm lucky to where he's not super far away, where I do visit him almost every weekend, and sometimes I'll stay there for 5 days at a time. And again, with what I do, I'm flexible and I can work and edit while I'm with him, as well as he's going to school and stuff. So we make it work. It's definitely really, really hard, and we're trying to get better at going a little bit longer without being with each other. It's definitely more my fault than him. I think for me, I get more lonely, and I want to be with him more because I live at home, I work all day, watching myself, filming myself. I'm alone a lot of the time, and he lives in a house with 30 other guys where he is always socializing, so it's easier for him to kind of stay focused on what he's doing and not miss each other too much. But we make it work, and it's actually, I'm able to do the drive more than he can, so we figure out, and travel actually helps me. When I'm gone, I travel way more than my boyfriend. It actually helps me because I feel like it kind of gives us a break for like a good amount of time when I'm actually like out of state for a week or so. So yeah, we make it work. Again, I probably wouldn't be able to do if it was like an 8-hour long distance, but he's literally like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me. So it's super, super easy. Plus, he lives down the street from me at home. So when he is home for a weekend or visiting his parents and stuff, we like live in the same city. So it's perfect. What will your next hair color be? I'm probably going to be this dark natural color for a while. I'm planning on getting longer extensions. So that will be my next like hair change. Besides that, I don't know about colors, maybe some highlights in my future, but nothing drastic anytime soon. Summer plans. I am so excited for summer, you guys, especially with this quarantine thing going on. Like, I am even more excited for everyone to be healthy and the world to come back together and stronger after this like insane time that's gonna be in history forever. Like, I can't even believe it. And I'm hoping this warm weather comes fast and, you know, fixes us all and we can get out of our houses and enjoy the summertime, like the perfect timing. Because in Michigan right now, it's still very early spring, pretty cold outside, but within the next couple months, it's really going to warm up. So hopefully by then we can be safe. And my favorite summer things to do are going to my boyfriend's like up north cottage. So fun, like being on the boat all day. I love that. I love rollerblading. I love being outside. I really want to get a puppy, and that would probably be something that would happen this spring. I don't know if that's going to happen, but just being able to enjoy and be more active. I feel like I'm just always like so much happier and healthier in the summer because the weather, for obvious reasons. How to lose weight. Okay, so I've gained weight on and off for like probably the past year now. And again, I think it's just my age now. I'm not my high school body mentally, physically anymore. It's just not realistic. And I think a lot of people need to hear that. So I've been up and down with my fitness goals. But I think the biggest thing for me is what I'm eating and scheduling what I'm eating more so than like working out. Staying active obviously is so important and you should always stay active, but you don't need to go crazy hard in the gym every single day to lose weight if you're eating randomly all day long, lots of snacking, late night snacks, and I still do that. But I think really trying to be more strict with your food and listening to your body. And I actually did a little challenge about 2 weeks ago, and I was like meal prepping, which I never really do, and that I saw a huge difference in. So I think just being knowledgeable of what your body really needs versus like what you think you need and what you want. And then of course, like it's all about balance. If I want ice cream late at night one night, of course I'm gonna have some ice cream. But should I have ice cream every single night? Probably not. Should I eat 5 pieces of pizza at midnight? Probably not. So things like that, just being more mindful of, and obviously it's easier said than being done, but I think just being knowledgeable about what your body needs is like huge. My legs are literally falling asleep because I'm kneeling on my pillow so I can like be taller. Oh my God. Okay, sorry, I had to take a break for a second. My legs were literally falling off. It's now getting dark outside, so I'm gonna wrap up this video. I'm gonna answer a few more questions. Half of the questions on my IG that you guys asked me are about just like how I'm feeling with what's going on in the world right now, and I know I mentioned it a little bit in the beginning. It's definitely really scary, and I think it's so much more serious now. So I think the best thing we can do is practice social distancing 100%, whether you're sick or not hanging out with too many people. I definitely agree with like the 10 people rule. Like I will probably go visit my boyfriend and hang out with him and a couple friends once I'm feeling a little bit better, but I will not be leaving the house to like go shopping really. I mean, everything's pretty much closed around me, which I think is the best case scenario for now. And I think the more people stay away from each other now, the sooner we'll be able to get through this. And it's just really scary. I posted a quote on my story, which actually I'm going to read to you guys right now because I like totally agree with this quote, and I think it's something we almost need in a way. I mean, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I feel like this is so true. So it says, "And the people stayed home, and read books and listened and rested and exercised and made art and played games and learned new ways of being and were still and listened more deeply. Some meditated, some prayed, some danced. Some met their shadows, and the people began to think differently, and the people healed. And in the absence of people living in ignorant, dangerous, mindless, and heartless ways, the earth began to heal. And when the danger passed and the people joined together again, they grieved their losses and made new choices and dreamed new images and created new ways to live and heal the earth fully as they had been healed. That is so true. I just think this is a time for us to focus on ourselves and really stay home, even though it makes you a little stir crazy being home all the time, to try and get out of bed and to try and maybe do some hobbies. I actually, last night, my dad and I, when we ran a few errands, I bought some painting supplies and canvases. I'm not really a big painter, but I feel like it will help me just be creative and do something while I'm at home. I did my makeup today to film. Just little things like that, taking baths. I've been cooking a little bit more. I went on a walk today in my neighborhood, just kind of focusing on myself and taking the time, since this is the best excuse to stay home, obviously. So I think it's really scary. We have to be cautious and mindful, but we also want to stay positive and still connect with everyone. Even though we're all kind of locked in, we're lucky enough to have the connections that we do through the internet and stuff to be able to stay distracted. So that's what I'm going to try and keep posting through this time, to hopefully distract you guys and entertain you guys, because I know I've been watching every YouTube video possible through this time. So I'm going to answer one more question that's a little bit more positive and on a happy note, and we'll end off this video. I think I'm going to film a little makeup video soon as well. And maybe a shower routine or something like that. Let me know. Leave comments down below what kind of videos you guys want to see from me that I can film at home. Easy at home videos, not vlogs, that you guys want to see from me. Just a shower routine or another updated skincare routine maybe. Just things like that. Let me know. Makeup videos, specific makeup videos, if you want to see certain products. Maybe I can have my dad go out and buy some new products, and I can test those on camera for you guys. So yeah, let me know. The same person asked, one question says white wine or red wine. I'm definitely a white wine type of girl. My favorite white wine is a Riesling wine. I'm not huge into drinking or anything, but I definitely found a new respect for wine and want to learn more about it as I get older. And then he also asked, what's your favorite cheat meal? My all-time favorite cheat meal is takeout Chinese food. Any Chinese food, maybe some Thai food if I want to be a little bit healthy, but I love Chinese food. I love Asian food, sweet and sour chicken with fried rice, and love crab wontons or ragoons. Oh my god, all the way, that's my favorite cheat meal. Okay, that's gonna end off this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully the quality is better on my camera, and I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Let me know down below what's going on in your life right now while being quarantined. If you guys are forced to be home where you live, if you're choosing to stay home, if you're not that worried about it. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. And then also don't forget to leave comments down below of what videos you want me to film during the next couple weeks while I am pretty much stuck at home. So I love you guys so, so much. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, be notified when I'm uploading. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.